To thread your machine, you need a pair of scissors, a spool of thread and a bobbin of thread. Make sure in the beginning to take 2 different colors of threads because it will make it easier for you to see what is going on. Take your spool, put it on the stick at the top of your machine, take your thread, feed it around the back thread guide of your machine, down the slit on the right hand side and down. Stop for a second, take your right hand and turn the flywheel towards you until the silver hook guide comes up. Now from right to left, go around with your thread around the hook, from this side to this side. Stop for a second to make sure it really is hooked around it. Feed the thread down the left slit, around the little hook above your needle, and then take your needle, your thread, cut it with your scissors so that the end isn't fraying. Make sure your presser foot is gently put down. Turn the flywheel to get the highest position for your needle so you now have enough space to reach the needle. Holding the thread very short between your thumb and forefinger, line the thread up with a hole in the needle. Push your fingers forward. Hold the thread in place with your finger. Take the other hand and gently pull the thread through. That's the top done for now. Release the lid by pushing down on that little black button here. Put the lid next to you on the machine. Take your bobbin. Now use the little sign on your machine as a help to make sure that the thread of your bobbin comes down the left of it, forming like a letter P. When you're sure that you've got the thread on the left, put your bobbin into the bobbin case, hold it down with one finger, and you now need to go around that little silver hook. Hold it down, listen out for the click. You need to hear the click to know that you've done this properly. Now take the top thread with your left hand, just holding it, not pulling it. The right hand slowly turns the flywheel. Until you see the top thread looping itself around the bottom thread around here. Now all you have to do is pull on the top thread until the bobbin thread comes through. Take the other hand to get both ends through. Lift your presser foot and both threads, feed them underneath the finger guard through the gap in your presser foot to the back. And now double check that you've done it correct. You've got 2 self-checks to always check yourself whether you've threaded your machine correctly. The first self-check is you need to see that little thread of the bobbin going diagonally across the top of it. The second one is if you turn your flywheel gently to look around the hook, you can switch the machine on for that. Double check that both threads going parallel down on either side of the thread hook. They mustn't be crossed, they must go down parallel. When you've done both your self-checks, take your lid, snap it back in, and you're done.